Hello everyone, welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. My name is John, aka Big Bad Biologist, and I'm not just doing this for poops and giggles with the gloves. My face camera is on the fritz today. So yeah, so I don't know if anyone, I mean, obviously everyone has to know III DIY's channel, but he always wears black gloves, and you never see his face. So this is kind of like an homage to III DIY. And actually, one of the first times I met III DIY, he gave me a PowerBook 540C. But this is something I got from somebody else. And so this is something, well, as with all old laptops, you got to beware of the batteries. Oh, and Gut Bomb says in the chat, "Is this III DIY live?" Nice. Let me say hi to folks in the chat while you're examining some corrosion here. Stephen Carlson, hello. Francois Riva, hello. Trina's Technobabble, All Things DG, Eric's Edge, Terra's Aviation, and other stuff. Gut Bomb. Yeah, so I'm not a serial killer. And I rarely wear gloves, but sometimes when things are gross, you should probably wear gloves. And so this is, actually, I just noticed that this has 2 batteries in it. These things were kind of cool in that you could have more than one battery. And so pseudo memes, yes, look at those beautiful rusty screws. So let's take a look at that. You know it's bad when there's rust at the screws. So this battery came right out. This is the secondary battery. In all the other machines that I have. Oh gosh. Oh, look at this. Wow. That one came out, but it also brought the contact with it. Okay. Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Hey, Asmodeus. So this one, the little latch thing kind of latches. Oh, I should mention one of the things I did this morning was I just sort of shot deoxit. You might be able to see a little bit of moisture around those rusty screws. And I shot it in here, I shot it in there, and I shot it down in here. Earlier, actually, this didn't even move. So the fact that this little latch is moving is actually an upgrade. Let's look around a little closer. Oh yeah, you can see down in there, we got green. That's never a good sign. Gut Bomb says, I bet that battery goo tastes better than Vegemite. The thing about this machine is it's in really great condition. There's, yeah, the door's there, which is great. A bad sign. I don't know how well that's going to come across on camera, but there's corrosion on that port. 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 So there's you know, there's some issues in here. So that's not going to be good. Let's check out opening. It looks to be in really beautiful shape. The keys are not yellow. One of mine, the keys are kind of yellow. This is, oh, I'm getting a little bit of flex here. So oh, yep. This plastic is kind of brittle. You're not going to be able to see this real well, but I can see down in there, and the contacts on that battery are absolutely disgusting. But yeah, this little standoff here is broken. I think these are T8 screws, if I remember correctly. Yep. Pseudo meme says, deoxit, it's an oil, it's a contact cleaner, it's the WD-40 of the electronics scene. Yeah, I use it like WD-40. Like if I have a bunch of rusted screws, I'll toss them in a bag and shoot it with some deoxit. You know, a little bit of anti-corrosion, a little bit of oil, that's good for preserving things. Oh, let's move some stuff out of the way. If anyone's interested in upgrading Macintosh Pluses with VGA output, Saturday stream, my normal Saturday stream, we're gonna do that. This is an awesome little board that Ron from Ron's Computer Videos designed, and you can buy this on jcm-1.com. This is a cool little bracket that Gutbaum designed. And we're gonna set this all up to do VGA output on a Mac Plus on Saturday, so that'll be a fun stream. Okay, let's get this other battery out. I'm actually encouraged that moved a little bit. Probably gonna destroy the battery. I kind of don't want to destroy the case though. Break out the crowbar, as Garth is saying. So this is a pretty great example of, oh yeah, normally you can feel a little bit of sponginess. Maybe what we'll do is take the case apart, because that does not feel like it wants to move. This is a really great example of why you don't want to leave batteries inside of old laptops. Let's see if we can get it to just scunch a little bit. I don't want to break the plastic because, I mean, this thing is in really nice shape. So I'm going to do my best to not destroy the plastic. Oh. Yeah, no, that is seized up. Garth says, no, don't do that. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is start taking this apart. Do you replace the cells in the battery or replace the battery entirely? So that's the issue, right? So a lot of these laptops, oh God, I hear the corrosion. A lot of these laptops don't require batteries. But if you're thinking like the Mac Portable, that actually does require a battery, so that, or you can get a little battery eliminator circuit. But this one doesn't really need a battery, so that's not good. Look at all the rust on. That's just a screw that's nowhere near the batteries, really. Hey, Starbucks here. So you can replace the cells. I think Eric's Edge has tried some battery replacement before. So it's something that we're going to try eventually on channel. I have not. Oh God, I already see bad stuff. Wow, look at that. Look at the hard drive. Oh my God. Wow. This is the reason I have you all along, because, oh God, this is bad. This is real bad. So that you can share my pain. We're using our deoxit like WD-40 here. Oh God. So, I mean, you can see all this. This is bad. Gapam says the C in 540C stands for corrosion. Yeah, so we're gonna lube things up a little bit here. Let's start with 2 screws that are not corroded. So this is the processor board area. This is floppy drive. That's the hard drive. These do have, so one of the exciting bits about opening these is seeing how much RAM is inside. But the other thing is, every once in a while, you find one that has a PowerPC upgrade board in it. That's also very exciting. Not that the Power PCs were super great at this stage, but it's fun. Trina, are you for real? I really hope you're joking, Trina. I don't even turn on a compact Mac without opening it up first. And now after seeing this, you do not open these up or do not power these on. When you see this much corrosion, all you're going to do is bad things. Okay, so I was able to get this up. Oh, and that came out crusty like. Oh, that came out crusty. Oh, that's crusty. Oh, let's see. I think there's a screw back here to get that off. All right, well, one thing at a time. I really want to get that out of there. There we go. There we go. It's working a little bit. Good job, WD-40 deoxit. Oh, that's crusty. Oh, that's crusty. All right. So, I don't know how well that's coming across. The black gloves are not helping, but that should not be that color, that connector right there. And the same, that connector should not be that color. All right, well, at least we have like nice keys. We could transfer this over to another keyboard if I can't clean that up. That's a mess. That's a mess. Okay, there's this little plastic cover. I forget how that comes off. Might be those two screws right there. Let's get rid of these two screws. Gutbomb says I'm wearing gloves just watching this thing. Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, there we go. Those two screws, they hold this guy in. And again, you want to be super careful with these. These plastics are so brittle. There we go. Just kind of lift it up. It unsnaps. Okay. You can take out the floppy drive now. Pseudo meme says my phone screen is soaked in deoxit. Oh, Ian Scott's here. How's it going, Ian? Eric says, I'm happy I'm watching on my phone so I can't see the details. Yeah, I really wish I wasn't seeing all these details in person. Let's get this one. So it'll be interesting to see if this is purely battery damage or if it was stored in just a very damp environment. Oh gosh. Okay, well, this connector is good at least. That one is not corroded. So maybe our floppy drive's okay. I don't see any major corrosion on the bottom of the floppy. That is awesome. That is awesome. But as we look in here, we can see that the corrosion has gone across the entire logic board there. So that's fun. Garth's like, yeah, it's super cool that they have two batteries, but they have two batteries. Okay, there's another screw back there that holds on the back part of this little It's sort of an EMI shield, I would say. Oh, this is actually a heatsink. I don't think my other ones have that heatsink part in there. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so this little bar jobby helps hold that in, and basically you break it every time you try to move it. Card says those Vias look great. Oh yeah, yep. The bar jobby is already cracked, I can see that. There we go. Just gotta be careful and just like inch it out of the way. Inch it out of the way. There we go. This one's bent. I don't think my other ones are bent. I can't tell the capacity of this RAM thing, RAM expansion board. Maybe some of you can tell by the capacity of those chips, whether this is a 8 meg or a 16 meg. All right, let's go for the hard drive now. Let our deoxit soak on that a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that corrosion has basically welded it. Let's get you zoomed in a little bit. So look on the back and in between here, look at all those little corrosion crystals. Oh, that's bad. That's not tasty. Hey, Eric Helgeson. Hopefully we can get this to a point where we can put a laptop blue SCSI into this guy, but I'm also a little worried that this might be too far gone. Wow, that's a lot of corrosion. Okay. Let's see. So for these, I'd like to wedge it just a little bit with like a razor blade. I'm using a box knife here, but that works. Okay. And once you open it a little bit, you can get a somewhat more blunt object. I'm actually very encouraged that this is becoming disconnected right now. I was worried that that was going to be corroded, welded shut. Yep. Okay. So you can see the pins. There is some corrosion directly on those pins, which sucks because if that cable's shot, then that really hurts. Luckily, the cable itself doesn't look too bad, but I do see some corrosion in there. If I remember correctly, these just lift out. So there's our processor board. We got some dust that's fallen off from other areas, but this looks pretty good. We're in reasonably good shape here. You can see 33 megahertz, 68040. The PowerBook 520 was a 25 megahertz. Salt water does help make better connections in your PC. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I'm trying to remember how the modem comes out. I think the modem also just lifts out, but let's keep it in there for the time being. Let's take the rest of the case apart. Sorry if I sound sad. Oh, and I think it was Pseudo Memes earlier that said something about recoding screws. So I have a technique that I use where basically I soak corroded screws in hydrochloric acid for a little while, and then once they're all nice and clean, then I coat them in WD-40 and light them on fire. I do not recommend anyone actually use that technique. That is just a thing I do because I'm weird. But it does create a nice black coating on your screws. Okay, so then there should be some screws underneath there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's basically like a black oxide type of coating. Trina asks, was this given to me? Yeah, so I don't know if anyone remembers, I did a stream about this is a preamp or a receiver. It was kind of a cool looking receiver that wouldn't power on. It turns out that it was due to a bad super cap that leaked and caused a trace to die. So I fixed that all up, brought it back to the dude yesterday, and he had this sitting there, and he's like, hey, I have this, it's in really bad shape, you can have it. I said, I love things that are in really bad shape. So here we are. Oh yeah, and Gutbaum mentioned something about the hard drive bracket. Oh, that's great. Oh, there goes that thing. You can already see a chunk of plastic fall off. So basically the regular laptop bracket that they have for the Blue SCSI, you can screw that into this bracket. If it weren't corroded, and it works fine. All right, let's see if I can remember how to get all the rest of these bits apart. Actually, I've never done this before. Everything I know I've learned from watching III DIY's video about taking these apart. Okay, there we go. So once all those screws are off, you can lift out the bottom. Oh, hey, and our battery came loose. Oh, that's funny. Actually, this side battery looks better. So it's like the other side battery leaked and went over to that side. That is wild. Hold on one second. Get this trackpad thing off of there, and we can have a better look at our logic board. Let's see, does this thing have a screw holding it in? Set this aside for now. Eric said to measure the voltage. Oh, here we are. There's a screw. Oh, down here. Fun little nub kind of thing on that screw. Got this modem dealie. Oh, is this actually the network controller? I was thinking that was the modem, but that might be the network controller. Here's that, our modem. Oh no, this looks like just the dead part of the modem. Hey, Rudy's Retro Intel is here. There's two little nubby nubs that you push forward a little bit and then turn them. Thank you. We're having connection issues apparently. Sorry about connection issues. Wait, it is a little windy here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I got it. I got it without snapping it. Look at this. We got like salt crystals. Oh, look. Bits of plastic falling off. Let's make a little pile of salt crystals for later. Oh, there might be a capacitor in there. No, I think it's just a battery contact. I don't think we have any more screws holding this in. How do you come out of there, logic board? Hey, Brad Bell. Are you gonna make some pretzels? No, I know I don't normally wear gloves, but this thing is nasty. So I guess this back is just flexible enough that it wants you to lift it out. That seems like a really weird way to do things, but you know, Apple in the 90s. Sorry, I know some people don't like disparaging Mother Apple. Oh, I think if we, there we go, that's better. All right, there was a little nub that you got to get that around, and then it should come out easier. There we go. Oh, this side isn't any better. Oh. Oh. Hey, Brian. 26 watching. Hit that like button. Yes. Thank you, friend. I always forget to tell people to hit the like button. That's why nobody likes my videos. Or maybe people just don't like my videos. Yeah. So that's where we're at. That's pretty sad. You can see that battery connector's like gone. Look at the cool crystals. They are neat crystals. Look at that. Very cool. At least we saw some cool fractals here today. This is a mess. This is a mess. Eric says, do you have Apple Care? Yeah, right. So Trina, I just touched that and one of those came off. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of structural integrity left on those ports. Bondi Blue. Yeah, there we go. Take it to the Genius Bar. Oh, yeah. So, ultrasonic cleaning. So that's sort of the reason I took this all apart today. Is I'm gonna bring this in and ultrasonically clean the board tomorrow. So in situations like this where it's very, very heavy corrosion, what I'd use is dilute vinegar in my ultrasonic bath. And so for this, I'll probably be doing 60 degrees twice times 15 minutes in the dilute vinegar. And we'll see how that cleans up this mess. We'll take a look at it on Saturday stream, see how much it cleaned out. But a lot of times, part of the issue, let's see if we can go under the microscope here. In situations this bad, there's a good chance that we've actually eaten through some traces and maybe even lost some pads, some components. Let's see here. Oof. Well, so the good news is, right, so if we think about like the startup circuit of a Macintosh 2CI or 2CX, we get these kinds of things, and when they get corroded, they die. There is a 47 ohm resistor pack there. I think that's 47 ohm. It might be a 470 ohm. But I don't see many other little components, right? Like this spot where there's all these capacitors. There's not a ton of stuff where the corrosion's really bad, except for these chips. Of course, our ROM might be toast. This little guy, whatever that is. But super. There's some corrosion on that guy. So I don't know. It doesn't smell super bad, so that's a plus. Let's look here. Yeah, you can see the other issue you worry about is like, do these vias get totally destroyed? Not a big fan of scraping, but sometimes I just like to poke at it just to see what things look like. Hopefully it's more salt than copper, but normally if you see blue salt, it's gonna be copper salt. So, oh yeah, that'll clean right up. That'll polish right off. Don't use glacial acetic acid. Very dilute stuff. Oh, look at that. That's like brand new underneath of there. It's actually, it's protective. There we go. This corrosion has protected the board from elements. And it has sucked up other elements, yeah. So, I'm not going to poke at this anymore. That was fun, but I just like to point out how bad stuff is when I get it. We rarely get good stuff here at the BigBadBench. We get a lot of crap, don't we? All right, let's look at the chassis. Let's get out of here. Oh, not there. That's my face camera that is not working today. There we go. All right, so this part of the chassis is this part of the chassis. And in reality, it's not too bad. You can see we're missing our little nubs here. So this one goes here. We can use some acetic acid and put that back on. This one goes to one of these two. Looks like we'll only get one of those unless I can find the other one around here somewhere. Don't know where that went. But yeah, you can see there's the little EMI coating that they use must be copper. You can actually see a little bit of it there. So that all got corroded. Maybe we'll take off this. Wow, that's pretty. Look at that. That's neat. Actually, the bottom side of this is not bad at all. Just this side isn't great. But yeah, you can see how it just seeped all the way up to the back there, all the ports. Oh, what a shame. What a freaking shame. There's this middle cagey bit. That is almost more salt than metal at this point. Let's see. Oh, is there one screw I didn't get off here? Set you back in there. Yeah, I don't know whether this is purely battery or if it was combination of battery and being stored in a damp environment. The screw is a little bit. I'll be interested to see what the screen looks like. My PowerBook 540C has a bad line of pixels. The one that III DIY gave me has a bad line of pixels. It's an awesome machine, but it has a bad line of pixels. So it'd be cool if this screen's actually okay. Hey, i80386SX, it's here. Let's see. Am I missing a screw? Oh, right. There's these little guys. Okay, I think. I don't want to break anything worse because some of these plastics are actually. Oh, here we go. We can see there's a little tab there. But ideally, we can use this to make a nice machine, even if the logic board is fried. We'll upgrade mine. There we go. Got that one off without breaking it. Yeah, we gotta get those off, and then there's a screw on that side. Come on, you little bracket guy. Gonna get rid of this. We don't really need that anymore. This was very pretty. Did you see that i80386SX? Look at how pretty that corrosion is. It's like a seascape. I might ultrasonically clean everything. Just put it all in the ultrasonically cleaner. Ultrasonic cleaner. Come on. There we go. Got that one out. I like taking stuff apart on camera because it helps me remember which screw goes where. See how long that one is. There we go. That one. That one is very tight. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is thick. That is like, I would say that's a good 1/16 to 3/32 thick of battery mess. That is awful. There. And there. Yeah, this whole guy is going in the ultrasonic bath. Cart says it's good I got gloves on because there has been a murder. Yeah, this poor laptop's. Is this zinc plated or aluminum? I don't know what this is. I think it's aluminum. Yeah. All right, and then how do we get this guy out of here? This is something I don't want to break. Feels like this is one of those puzzles that it only comes apart one way. It's like we almost got it. Oh, maybe it's got to go the other way. It's got to get unplugged from the screen. Okay. So we're not going to do that today. I'm not going to take apart this screen right now. The good news is this part of the case looks great. So there's a little bit of nastiness in there. But overall, this looks good. There's no corrosion in the connector there for the trackpad. That's good to see. Does the battery still charge? Yeah. Has the white... Oh, it has the white powdery corrosion of zinc or aluminum. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was fun and sad. I hope you all got a good enjoyment out of seeing this poor guy. Oh, there's our little other tab. Good. That's nice. We can reuse these. Use a little acetic acid or acetone on there. Too many AC chemical sounding names. But yeah, acetone theoretically should melt them back together. Connect it again. Oh, we're back. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the BigBadBench. So yeah, we're gonna end this here. I'm gonna go have 5 or 6 beers, cry a little bit, and then we'll be back at it on Saturday, and we're gonna install VGA out in a Macintosh Plus. How cool is that? This is gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about this. So get ready. We'll have some fun with that, and we'll check in on this and see how it turned out after the ultrasonic bath. Have a lovely rest of your week, you all. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And oh, Trina will be working on a laptop tonight and doing soldering. You do not want to miss Trina soldering. So definitely tune in tonight at 7 Eastern, and the link is there in the chat. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks all.